I'm Elizabeth Paran with the top stories on Al Jazeera. Iran's president is making a historic visit to Egypt. Mahmoud Ahmadinejad is the first Iranian head of government to visit Egypt since the 1979 Iranian Revolution. And in the struggle for power in Iran, police have arrested one of President Ahmadinejad's closest allies. Saeed Mortazavi used to be Tehran's prosecutor but was suspended over the deaths of protesters in prison 4 years ago. One of the giants of the financial world may be facing a $1 billion fine from the US government. Ratings agency Standard & Poor's is accused of overvaluing complex international mortgage packages by trillions of dollars. S&P denies any wrongdoing. Steve Keen is a professor of economics and finance at the University of Western Sydney and the author of Debunking Economics.
It's a bit like a student paying the examiner to mark their exam. Now, that obviously gives you a moral hazard to bias you in favour of passing the student. And that's precisely what's happened in this case, because S&P gets paid by the organisations selling these CDOs, collateralised debt obligations, and the other alphabet soup of financial instruments developed during the bubble. And of course they are very inclined to rate anything. In fact, one S&P email, which we know, said they'd rate a cow if it was sent to them. And I actually think this is talking a rather embarrassing part of the cow they'd rate as AAA.
In China, 10 people have been jailed for illegally detaining protesters in so-called black jails. Chinese security forces have been known to lock up people who've travelled from across China to Beijing to complain about the abuse of power where they live. Rights groups say the convictions may be a sign the government is cracking down on the illegal detention system. You can find the latest on all those stories and more at aljazeera.com.